burial area. And I was just like, and I already knew it was a burial area because like 10 years ago, I'm up there on the Nepali coast, and they got a tour saying, these areas, the secret burial ground, will make thousands of years, where they would take the, and then later, Zuckerberg now has it and has a cattle ranch on it, and it's just like, he builds a big bunker. What does he think he's doing? So as hated as he is, I mean, literally, it's like the villagers for Frankenstein running around with their torches. Because I'm just like minding my own business when I go to Hawaii, chilling out, trying to take a week off or whatever, and I can't go anywhere without. We want to get him. We're coming after him. And just because they know I don't like Zuckerberg. Well, here's an example for you right here. You got millions of people in the streets now in wars, burning down government buildings because they found out you're handing over their national park and this stuff to Kushner. I mean, folks, that's how pissed the world is about this, okay? So my little Zuckerberg thing was a microcosm of this. Here's the lady. She knocks it out of the park.
Man, y'all are really going to make me come out of TikTok retirement to talk about this island, huh? First of all, there she is. That's the famous Cezanne Island. And here's what I know. Here's what I know from somebody that has been living here for the past few years. I'm a resident of Albania. I see this island every day from my balcony. So I've been hearing about it for a while, which is the first thing that you should know, because the Albanian Prime Minister tried to get on an interview and claim that there is no project and that it's fake. I've been hearing about this island for at least a year and a half, and you can even see in my previous TikTok videos on Albania, I've talked about this project. Okay, so let me explain the scope of the project and everything that is happening. So here's the island. This island there's been talks about the Ivanka and Jared Kushner or whatever developing this island for at least a year and a half that I've been hearing about it. That's not new news, and honestly, nobody was really protesting that development. Like, they may not have really liked it, but that wasn't the thing. The issue really came when they decided they wanted to also co-opt this little stretch of land on this protected delta. This is, my understanding, this is the last wild river delta in Europe. This delta is the home particularly to flamingos. They're beautiful, they're stunning. This is their home. It is protected. Where do they go if this disappears, if humans encroach on it, right? So the other thing that the Prime Minister tried to claim is the fact that they, were killing flamingos was fake news. It's not fake news. They're trying to develop this, but here's the other thing. This airport has also been in development, being built, and has been the subject of controversy because it's also on this protected area. Think about that for a second. Developing an airport right at a bird sanctuary. Not good for the birds, also not good for the planes, okay? So my understanding is, I don't know, a year and a half ago, Germany, I believe, was supervising this airport.
Pause, back it up 10 seconds. I know I sent it to the crew, but poor guys, sent like 200 videos. It shows, this has been going on for a couple of years, and Ivanka Trump says, oh, we got the $5 billion investment to get it a couple of years ago, so they're already hearing about it. Then about a month ago, the Albanians show up to the National Seashore, which is a national park. It's closed, and there's fences up blocking the roads. So there's all that footage. Just go find it on X. That's when they went ape, okay? Because people are sick of this. They're sick of power grabs. Continue.
So you have this happening already. This has been going on. Albanians are not happy. And then all of a sudden, they announced that they're also going to develop this. And in the summer, when Albanians are going to public land to go be in the sea, they put up fences. They put up barbed wire to try to keep Albanians out of their public land. Now, you could ask, why do the Trumps need to also have the land that overlooks their private island that, by the way, has underground tunnels and bunkers? I don't know. It's worth asking, though. Another thing worth noting, right, is the last time there was a protest here in Vlore, was like in the winter, and the Albanians were protesting because Vlorë had been without water for a week. So you can see where this might piss people off, right? This island, it has no running water, it has no electricity. And the Prime Minister has promised Ivanka and Jared that they would develop it on the island for them. Meanwhile, the locals are living in a town that still does not have reliable infrastructure. So anyway, there you go. That's what I know. I will try to update as I hear things, but that's the situation from Vlorë.
All right, and the crew was having trouble finding it. I found it. I typed in Albanian government puts up fences at beach. And so it's bar fence has cut much of beach off of the public, and roads are being built on the ecological important land. Private security guards have been brutal with protesters. Video of them dragging people away and beating them up. I sent you the clip. Start rolling it, please. As soon as you're ready, play it with audio. Just play it off the computer. I want to show you this. Yes, look at this for yourself. And this is what I found. I found worse stuff than billy clubbing people and everything else. So you show up to your national seashore, and the Prime Minister is saying, we didn't give it to them. No. No one's taking it. It's all lies. Meanwhile, Ivanka's like, oh, we're on the Rothschild boat with the Prime Minister, and we're taking over. And they're telling you it doesn't exist. Just like during COVID, they locked down all the parks and swimming holes. And I went and shot a report, one of the first when it was happening. They shut down Barton Springs. They shut down Zilker Park. It was just like 50 square miles or whatever. And I put it out, and the left did videos on YouTube saying, look, it's fake. No one's blocking the park. Jones made this up. He hired actors. And then weeks later, the whole country's locked down. You're like, okay, it happened. So, unbelievable. Listen, I'm not funded by the Albanians. I'm not funded by the Israelis. I'm not funded by the Republicans, Democrats. I'm funded by you. And we're doing important work here, folks. And we need your help. I need your help. Plus, the products are incredible.
Thousands took to the streets of Albania's capital this week with a message for their prime minister.
Albania is not for sale.
They're demanding authorities stop the construction of a $1.4 billion luxury coastal resort backed by Jared Kushner's investment firm, Affinity Partners.
It will be basically another city.
Protesters went to the site of the proposed development today, which sits on the country's Adriatic coast and wildlife reserve, home to seals, nesting sea turtles, and flocks of flamingos. In a podcast earlier this week, Ivanka Trump discussed how she and her husband stumbled upon the area's untouched beauty while on a friend's boat.
We swam to the islands. We went on a hike, barefoot all the way up to the top, and we were just captivated.
Albania's prime minister insists the project will transform tourism and the country's economy.
The aim is to make something unique that will be amazing for Albanians, but will be also a gift of Albania to all of you in Europe.
The prime minister says under his watch, this project will move forward. Jurica, Albania's national anti-corruption agency, says it has opened up an investigation into the luxury project.